Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome, everybody. Kevin Jackson. It's Kevin Jackson Show. KJRadio.com. The Democrats have some serious spin. Serious spin. Oh, my goodness. Let's go ahead and start with the Scarborough clip, okay?
Well, you said they lost something, but they got CHIP funding, right?
Yes.
Yes, but they sacrificed the narrative that it was Republicans who were trying to hold CHIP funding hostage. And then CHIP funding is gone. It's off the table. And now we're talking about DACA. DACA is now the issue that was shutting down the government. So we sort of skipped a step there.
Yeah, but if I'm a Democrat, and of course I'm not, but God knows I'm sounding more like one every morning. If I were a Democrat, and I went back to my town hall meeting, and they said, you backed down, I would say, I did what?
Yeah, and
I did what? I guaranteed by standing up to Donald Trump and making sure he was out of this process, I guaranteed CHIP funding. I guaranteed by my fighting. You're telling me that a 3-day shutdown wasn't worth guaranteeing health care for millions and millions of the truly disadvantaged children? I mean, that's a win for Democrats.
I can't tell you how,
if they know how to spin it the right way.
That's the governing wing of the Democratic Party's message, and it sounds so much to me like 2013. This is the governing wing of the majority party or the minority party saying, look, we got something out of this, while the activist class and the majority and the president are saying they folded. And that is going to fuel primary challenges. It's recalcitrant. It's sort of blinkered and fanatical. And it's going to be something that's going to radicalize the Democratic Party. I know because we saw it. We saw it in the Republicans in 2013.
Welcome, everybody. That's some wishful thinking right there. Oh, my goodness. The Kevin Jackson Show is what you're listening to. KJRadio.com. You got to love this. So what's funny about the guy who started it and ended that conversation is he says, CHIP funding's now off the table. They sacrificed the narrative. CHIP funding's now gone. So now it's all about DACA. Okay? So my take from him was it was a bad move by the Democrats because the Republicans gave them CHIP funding. They're like, oh, yeah, so you got your CHIP funding. Good for you. But what about DACA? So then Scarborough CHIP comes in and says, but if I were a Democrat, and they're saying you back down, I would say, no, I stood up to Trump. He was out of the process. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. The fact that Trump was out of the process. That right there, if you know strategy, you think to yourself, where I'm going to go with this, because the fact that Trump was out of the process said, I'm done with you. That wasn't a good thing for the Democrats. It was a bad thing. But he says this 3-day shutdown guaranteed a win for children. The Republicans were going to give these guys CHIP anyway. Fine, CHIP, which is this health care program for underprivileged kids. Fine. You think the Republicans are going to fight you on that? Have it. But what the other guy said was really interesting at the end, where he says, sounds like 2013 when the Republicans had some sort of rallying cry in 2013. We had already lost the second election for Barack Obama. And so I don't know, what were we rallying for? But was it a prelude to the midterms of 2014 where the second carnage appeared? Because 2010, we whooped their butts. In 2014, we did it again. That's when we controlled both the House and the Senate. So what is he trying to say? Is he saying that the Democrats are going to rally? And, so here's a guy, he's arguing that they screwed up. But then at the end, after Scarborough goes, well, I'm feeling like a Democrat, he comes back and says, well, to 2014. And he implies that the Democrats, like the Republicans rallied in 2013 and then kicked their butts in 2014, are going to do the same thing in 2018. Now, people out there, you're going to get tested. These leftists want to convince you that they're on the right path. They're going to tell you about seats they've won and all these different things that are going, we've turned over this legislature and all that. They're going to tell you all kinds of things. Let me tell you something. Just like this stock market is blazing hot for Donald Trump, you wait until 2018. You're going to see legislatures continue to turn, but they're going to turn back and they're going to turn towards the right. They're going to turn towards Donald Trump all over this country. You're going to watch governorships turn towards Donald Trump. You're going to watch House seats go to new Trumpians. These are Republicans that follow Trump's marching orders. And you're going to watch the Senate go completely red. I don't know how many seats will win, but you're going to watch a lot of Senate seats. And here's how you know. Forget all the politics of it. Watch these Democrats who are moderates, the ones who are up for grabs in these various districts where it could go either way. Watch what they do, because they have two choices. They can either say, we're going to buckle down and stick with the plan, go with the Obama stuff. We're going to fight against Donald Trump with this immigration, all this. Or they will go, you know what? This immigration thing really seems like a hot button to my. They're going to be the bellwether. Forget all the polling and the pundits and all this other stuff. I'm trying to teach you something here. Pay attention over there. I'm trying to teach. Look, the signs are not what the people tell you. That's the lies. Those are lies. That's where people are trying to get over on you and tell you things and make you feel like, oh, geez, I'm starting to feel like, hopeless here. It seems like we lost in Wisconsin and we done. Forget all that. We did lose in Wisconsin. I don't know the demographics of it. Were we supposed to win handily or whatever? Who knows what happened there? But whatever, let me tell you, forget what happened there, because the Democrats can't focus on a bunch of different races. And what happens is that layer of left-leaning moderates, or even just the people that consider themselves independent and moderates, they are waking up right before your very eyes. And the people who are telling you this, forget about what I say. I'm biased in one form or another. The people who are running for office, who are in those embattled districts, they are the ones that are going to tell you, I really want to get on the bandwagon with immigration. Try to convince people that what the Democrats did was right, that you could run on the idea that you shut down government on behalf of illegal immigrations but didn't want to protect American citizens or the troops. Tell me which one of those is going to play anywhere in America outside of California or Massachusetts, possibly Oregon. It doesn't play. So don't get fooled by this nonsense. Use your common sense. I've talked to you many times. You are astute. You are very sharp people. I know this because you respond to different things that we write. Your observations are spot on. But you've learned not to trust yourself for some reason. You can trust your instincts. And of course, you got to act. It isn't like we can just sit on rest on our laurels.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful 4-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.